Good morning. You may or may not recognize this place from such hits as there's a leak under my floor. Well, we're here for a different reason today. We are going to do a bit of building work, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Here we have the kitchen, little pantry in there. You can see he's taking stuff out already. So the plan is to remove this wall, this column, this wall, make this all one, remove the flat ceiling and make it a pitched roof. Also put in a roof light in the end. What we're going to do today is remove the rest of the kitchen, the rest of the ceiling, disconnect the electrics and remove that beam there so we can get in and see what else we need to do. I have my glamorous assistant with me today, which is nice. Right, so I'll carry on for a bit and bring you back when there's something interesting. Hi. My glamorous assistant. Alright, let's do it.
So you gotta come down on top, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a cable. What's the cable? Nice.
You think I've learned?
You think so? Okay, so it's all down, and let's have a quick look at what we've got. So, nice. So this beam at the moment should be holding up the old outside wall of the house, but it is just a single block wall that goes all the way up into the loft, and the roof supports sit on the top of this wall. So the next job in here is to start to reroute these pipes, and also in here the new beam's going to go across here. It's going to interfere with all this drainage here, so we need to alter the pipe somehow to keep it out of the way. Okay, so you can see here on this wall an outline, the plaster, look, of the doorway. So this doorway here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just quickly chisel across the top, see if there's a lintel in here. If there is, then this piece is coming out. But in order to do that, we need to disconnect these electrics. So we're going to work out where the circuit goes for these electrics. One of the cables is here. It comes across here into this, through there, down. It probably goes to this one, I would think. Back up to here, then down to this socket, back up, across the top, down to that socket, up and back. So that is the ring for the kitchen. So we're going to turn that off at the board, and then we're going to create a temporary We're going to cap these off and then create a temporary socket later on. Once that's done, then we can get into that.
That's a lintel there, yeah?
Yeah. So we can see this is a doorway because we have a concrete lintel stretching across. So we'll see how far that goes. And now we can take this out. Now we've made all this safe. Okay, pretty much the end of day one. So let's see what we've done. Cut a piece of cardboard, you can just see there, which gives you an idea of the size of the roof window when it goes in, which is good. We've tidied all this rubble up, so now we can see the floor levels. That's a little bit higher than this one, but we can sort that out with some floor leveling, which is good, which they've already done here anyway, so we'll just continue that. Just move it in. All the electrics decommissioned. Sink unit is gone. Pipework is in place is in the right place for the new kitchen. We've taken out this frame and uncovered the existing lintel and had a look and see what pipes we've got in the ceiling. So how do you think the first day went?
I graft 6 beers.
Right, start of day 2. We left at showing you the window, cleaned everything up. So first job today is look at how we move this away from the wall where the steels are going to go. So it's going to come down on the other side of this wall. It's not that. Right, so we found the drain cover, but the problem we have is there's loads of roots from next door's plants going into the drain, so we're going to have to remove those. So Dave's cleaning it, and then once that's cleaned, we're going to get rid of all the roots, and then we can dig down by the side of it, find out where this pipe goes in, and then put another connection or the connection going on the other side of the wall ready to connect in. It's worth noting in the UK, if you're dealing with or connecting to drains, you've got to contact building regs and so they can inspect it, and sometimes you just need to call the water company, explain what you're doing, and they'll give you advice on what you need to do in that respect. Okay, it's the afternoon, 2 o'clock. Update for you. We've cleaned out the drain outside. We've had a meeting as well with the structural engineer. He's done a revisit because of what we've got here. In the original plans, he thought, as we all did, that the old outside wall of the house continued across here, when in fact it doesn't. When they did this extension in the 90s, they took out the outside leaf of the wall to make extra space, I guess, but they left the inner leaf in place, so there is only one single block wall running along, so we don't actually need a double width 200 by 200 beam. So I called him in to see if we could come up with a new design which had a single 150 beam running along, and change this for a 150 and a 150 together. The effect of that would be we don't have to alter these pipes, and of course it's cheaper and easier to install. This one here will still remain a 200 by 200 with a plate on. Yeah, that's it. Just had some lunch, so we're going to go outside now and dig down the drain and have a look what's there, so I'll show you that. First hole. So there's a pipe comes in here from the kitchen into this, which is an outdoor sump for the grate. Then it runs across here, and there's just a join there, T-junction, and it runs across and into the drain. That, we think, is an old vein that's been taped off with yellow tape at the time. So what our plan is to change this here for a T-junction and swap it to 4-inch and have a 4-inch grate here for the outside tap, so it's in line with a trap, and then bring the pipe across here and have a junction here, goes all the way up for a new soil stack for the new bathrooms. We may consider changing the kitchen waste and bring it straight through the wall instead of into the floor, cap that off and put it into a dual trap outside for the waste, which will make it a lot easier. Good afternoon, it's Monday now. We've bought some props around for the wall, been shopping, and Dave's done a bit of digging over the weekend, which is good. So we're going to cut this pipe and then put our new arrangement of pipe in for the tap and for the new soil stack. So now you can see we've got a new grill, same size as the other, so it matches in, but it's an easy top access trap which can be cleaned out from above. It's now underneath the tap, which is good, and has a gradual fall in there as per the other photo. And then what we're doing now is bedding it in on 10mm gravel, and once it's bedded in gravel we'll continue putting soil in, build it up to the old level, and then concrete it back in, and then we'll have a drain coming up. We'll put a drain connector in there and carry on up there. So that's where we are. It's all going quite well. Should be done at this bit by the end of the day, so I'll come back to you when it's all filled in. That's it. 4 o'clock. We did well. There we go. So all the drains are covered with pea shingle, then we've got soil, and then we've got a basin and then a sand blinding on top, ready for new concrete pathway when we finish this soil stack tomorrow. When we finish the soil stack tomorrow. Pleased with that. I showed Dave how to change an outside tap, so that's no longer leaking because this ground was really wet before. Okay, things are moving on. It's only day 3, so I'm going to end this video here and then join me on the next one, see how we get on.